6/19, August 22, 2023. It's been very high-pitched. That's about how it sounds. It's amazing because it's not as, in my head, it's not as loud, but it's very high-pitched, like more pressure. That's why on that other one, that's showing the pressure behind it. So even though it's not as loud, per se, it's more pressure. This is like, to me, these perpetrators are trying to injure the targeted individual seriously with these directed energy weapons. This is an attempt to damage our kidneys, damage our brain, damage our heart. And it's sickening that there's nowhere for us to go to get help. The police don't have the proper equipment to help us, or some of them may know but don't want to. But it should be the law that neural weapons are banned in this country, and that, when people are going through this, that there's a procedure to go through, like go to the police, you can go to the doctors, and they know it exists. But we have to try to figure this out and navigate this ourselves, because there's no one out there where we could go to. I've called the FBI and they listen, they go noted, oh, have you seen the doctor? And then they hang up on me. Even when I offered to show them the sounds or the videos that I have and this UAP that's followed me, which is very odd, they know, and they won't get involved. It's criminal. Then when I went to the police and he scratched his head and he looked at that UAP that was right over my house and followed me to Iowa, he said, Marlena, what can our little police department do? This is more, interstate. This is more FBI, FAA issue. And when I called the FAA and I showed them the pictures, they sent me to the FSDO drone division. And when I talked to him, the supervisor that was there, he was like, well, whose drone is it, Marlena? And I'm like, how do I know whose drone it is? He should be telling me. He should be concerned about that in our airspace. When you see a military, probably created by a corporation like Raytheon or Lockheed, when you see them in our airspace and it shouldn't be there and they're attacking innocent people, something should be done about it. But the FSDO did nothing about it. He just told me, well, here's the UFO hotline number. When I called the UFO hotline and I told him all that I was going through, he goes, can you hurry up? I have more callers. I go, I would like to have somebody I could talk to. I've asked every one of these people. I would like to have a caseworker. I even called the Congress. I've called my senators in California. I called the president's office. I called Republican senators in different states, and I want to have a caseworker. No one gets me a caseworker to investigate this. And yet we know this is going on. And if people watch the Skinwalker Ranch, they would see these UAPs all over the place that they don't know where they're coming from. They would see one person ending up in the hospital. He was hit in the head with a directed energy weapon attack, and you see the damage to his scalp. And so, what kind of democracy is this? They don't even protect their own citizens in this country. And here I am still working and dealing with this. And I am respected at my job, and I've been there over 18 years plus. And I have to deal with this. I mean, is there an ultimate goal to kill off older people? Like when we get to a certain age, instead of paying off the Social Security, if they get away with this, maybe they can make it their agenda to say like, well, let's just give all these people heart attacks and strokes when they reach retirement age, so we don't have to give them the retirement. We can take the money for ourselves. Because honestly, I'm not a liberal Democrat anymore, although, my heart's for diversity and for equality for all. But the crap that I've been going through with all this, we need to get rid of the, FBI right now. I mean, we don't need that structure anymore. We need to get rid of it. Those people, like Vivek says, who's running for president, they can be put in other areas, like to stop the child traffickers and the drug runners. We can send all those people from all their jobs, from adding, the Ericsson chip to all the 5G towers and weaponizing them. We can take them away from all that. And we can give these people jobs in other areas of our government that actually do good, that could help our country. We need to get rid of this third government and this terror screening database list inflated with all these innocent people, which they won't even show targeted justice a list. It's criminal. They won't even show that the people in targeted justice are on that terror screening database watch list. And I know I'm on some list because when I tried to take a plane to Iowa, they pull me over every time to search me. And here I am, born and raised here, not a terrorist. I don't believe in violence. I don't even have a gun. And I'm being treated like a terrorist in my own country by these terrorists.